Y'all need to realize the orange man that's in the White House right now, y'all don't think he about to act out. He been acting out, but I'm telling y'all, he about to crash out on Black History Month. Watch. I'm telling y'all, watch the orange president crash out. Just because it's Black History Month. You about to hear more about DEI than you ever heard in your entire life. Watch, soon as February 1st hit at midnight, DT is about to be crashing out. Watch, he about to, I'm telling y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all, he about to crash out. Y'all just don't get it. Like, he's already blaming the plane crash on Obama and DEI. And it's like, okay, you sound stupid because Obama has not been the president for at least a good 10 years. Like, well, what Obama, like, let Obama and them go through their relationship perils. Can they, like, I honestly feel like Donald Trump, like, in Obama and them go through their relationship. I really feel like he has an obsession with, I feel like he has an obsession with Obama, and I feel like he's had an obsession with Obama, and all I'm just waiting for Obama to act like the Leo that he is and drag the hell out of him. He would have already done it if he wasn't trying to be so diplomatic. He would have already dragged him. And he probably drags him quite a bit behind closed doors. It's like, what do Obama got? What, you already end in DEI over there. There is no DEI. Listen, this is a funny thing. How are you going to fire and lay off everybody and then blame it on DEI? Where? There's no DEI there. You fired everybody, idiot. It's nobody's fault but yours. Like, it's literally only your fault. Obama laughing with him at the funeral, like, girl. Like, yeah, because it's like, dude, like, you been sitting here, like, get off this man's nuts already. It's like, it's just weird. It's like, dude, get off his nuts. So you subscribe to no snitching and looking the other way as they ruin the community. Yeah, I can't deal with y'all in the chat box right now. I really can't. Y'all, I'm gonna tune the chat box out for a little while. I'm just letting y'all know that because the chat box will distract me, and what needs to be said, what has to be said has to be said. And I'm not about to sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and what I'm not gonna do is sit here and get distracted. Sorry, y'all, I switched phones and I'm still trying to put this one together. And I'm trying to send my sister something really quickly. So y'all give me 1 second. I'm just going to send this to my sister. We have regular topics to talk about, and we are going to get to those topics. But I'm over here and I'm irritated. And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm irritated. I'm irritated not about anything personally. I'm irritated every time I get on social media and I see the evidence of Black women listening to Black men. And it's just really irritating me because I feel like Black women are going to listen to Black men and allow Black men to guide them literally to the pits of hell. It just like, why would you be listening to one? Like, I don't understand why you would be listening to one of them. All they do is make up lies. All they do is spread stupidity. All they do is find ways to poke at and annoy Black women. That's all they do. And it's annoying. I'm overseeing it. I'm wondering when Black women are going to realize these are some nabs. We just going to say they some nabs. For y'all who know, then you already know what a nab is. And I'm tired of Black women sitting up here acting like these bandits are worth listening to. They have nothing of intellectual substance to offer you. They literally just don't. I've been sitting here since this man got in office watching Black men create lie after lie after lie. And most of those lies are directly towards Black women or somebody that they deem to be a Black woman. But they running around with they lying asses and it's irritating me. And the reason it's irritating me, it ain't because of bandits. I couldn't care less about bandits. So we gonna get that 100% clear right now. If there's anybody who don't care about these bandits, I don't. Whether they perish, I don't care. Whether they go in ovens, concentration camps, wherever they end up getting put, I don't care. I ain't gonna try to advocate for them to be out of it. You ain't gonna see me doing nothing at all. Okay? I don't care where they put these bandits. I don't care whether they round them up tomorrow, today, or yesterday. I don't really care. They can do whatever they want with these bandits as far as I'm concerned. The problem I'm having is why black women are listening to them. Like, why are you listening to these bandits who are sitting up not doing a damn thing? And this is why I told you these bandits ain't never fought for no civil rights. The right that they fought for was the right to lay up with the women who raised the men that they complain about. Because we're going to get that 100% clear. I'm tired of hearing black men talk about racism and then go lay up with the womb of it. I'm not going to entertain it. Whatever comes to you, comes to you. It just is what it is. It is what it is. Why do you think why would I care about anything that happens to a damn bandit? Did you just say they fought for copper coochie? Like, what? What? In Florida, you said they fought for copper fish. Don't forget to add the fish in there. Copper fish is what it is. Their preferences are in a better position to fight. If you think one preference is about to lift her fingers or open her mouth to fight for a black man, you got another thing coming. Let me just tell y'all something like this. For the person who wanted to come in here, because we're going to get this all the way right. I want y'all to name one time Becky has ever opened her mouth in advocacy for a bandit. Please let me know. Please send me the video. Please send me the video when a preference opened her mouth or went out and protested on behalf of a bandit. Like, because we gonna get it real clear that ain't nobody interested in these damn bandits. And I don't know what Jack link. You said where's the link? Where's the link for what? For you to get dragged? Because that's the only thing that's gonna happen if you come up here tripping. Jack, if you want the link, I can give you the link and you can get dragged if that's what you want. But you go wait until these other bandits catch they drag first. You go wait in line to get your drag. Let you come up for what? What are you coming up for? To lie? Because that's all y'all go do. You go lie like Umar set his dumb ass up on Fox Soul lying. Talking about somebody was waging a war against black men and black men done fought for this, that, and the third. Black men don't fight for nothing that don't involve their raggedy dick. Period. And since they dick ain't involved in the civil rights movement, because there ain't one now, since they dick ain't involved in the equal employment opportunity, then they don't give a damn because they weak as hell anyway. Just saying, I know Jack is a troll because if he really was trying to come up here and get dragged, he would say what he wanted in a comment. No one has patience for you. Understand that my patience for you is thin. My patience for him is thin. So, Jack, you can bring your ass up and get dragged if you want to, if you come up here and lie. Because the only thing bandits are going to do is they will come up here and they go lie straight into your face. That's what they're going to do. And I'm not about to have nobody playing in my face. And I don't even know what you want to come up here because you can't dispute the fact that black men ain't fought for nothing except whatever they think involves their dick. Why do you think they running around right now complaining because these secret recordings are about to be dropped on MLK? Because they don't want you to see that MLK was fighting for the same thing they was fighting for, which was access to these women of no color. That's what they don't want you to see. Because they sitting up in videos saying they want to mess up MLK's reputation. If he was out there sleeping with the very thing that he was complaining about, we need to know. And then they talking about, well, what does who he was sleeping with? They gonna lie and say he was engaging in orgies and he was cheating on his wife, and he probably was doing all of the above. That's why he was so focused on integration and not freedom. Because integration is not freedom unless you find freedom to be between the legs of the mothers of white supremacy. Then sure, that would be your freedom. Yeah, y'all can do whatever y'all want with Jack. Like, listen, y'all can do whatever it is that you feel is necessary. That's what you can do to Jack. Because all he doing is in here bussy popping and twerking anyway. Don't nobody want to see you in the chat box tap dancing. We don't care. Like, we don't care. You need to go shine somebody's shoes and get used to it, because ain't nobody else about to hire you. Like, how are you going to be the bandits who already weren't getting hired, really? Because nobody really wanted to hire bandits because they're not professional. They'll go up in that workplace and the sole focus will not be making money. It will not be keeping a job. It'll be finding some easy, what it'll be for them is finding something that they can stick their dick in. That's what it will be. They'll be harassing everybody on the job is what they're going to be doing. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. Not focusing on making money, not focusing on doing their work. What they're going to be focused on, is exactly, deport them. Really, like, I'm about to call ICE on some of these bandits. I'm about to go call ICE, and I'm about to say, I see a few bandits that you can round up. I'm pretty sure they're illegal. I'm pretty sure they're not documented. Because it looks like at this point, ICE ain't really fact checking anyway. It don't look like they really doing. It don't look like they really doing us. Y'all, let me tell you some sidebar. I watched a news clip. Let me tell y'all, I was dying. I watched a news clip, right? ICE was out in Hawaii, right? So ICE was out in Honolulu. And I was watching a news clip of them picking up immigration. Tell me why this old white lady, right? This old white lady got on there and she just casually said, yeah, we're not going to participate at all. We're not going to assist him at all in round and getting anybody. They're like, this white lady literally said she ain't helping him do a damn thing. She said, you on your own. If ICE come over here to Hawaii, you on your own. That's what she said. She was like, we not helping you. We ain't gonna help you. We're not gonna assist government officials at all. We not gonna let you in these damn schools. It just ain't gonna happen. That's what she was like. It ain't gonna happen. So I don't know what they gonna do with this lady, but I'm telling you, I was dying laughing when she casually said they ain't helping nothing. They not gonna give the government any type of assistance, is what she said. So you come to Hawaii, you gonna do this on your own. That's what you gonna do. She said she ain't doing it. But the fact that black women are still believing black men and listening to black men, this is where the problem is. Black men ain't fighting for nothing. They ain't fought for nothing. They sitting here quiet, shaking in their boots because white zaddy done sat up here and said, don't nobody gotta hire your dumb ass because we know you ain't educated. Black men would 100% be the definition of DEI that they make it to be. Now, we already know DEI ain't black people. DEI is women. DEI is veterans. DEI is disabled people. So we already know DEI is basically the whole country to some extent. Here's the thing. To some extent, DEI is the whole entire country. We gonna get that. We're gonna get that straight really quickly. Most of the economy is DEI, is being fueled by DEI. However, people think DEI is black. So the way in which they're addressing DEI, that applies to black men. They would be getting hired based solely on their blackness because they're not educated. They not gonna be qualified. They really not. Most of them not gonna be qualified. They not gonna be educated. I don't care about anybody crying. If you cry, you just go have to go cry. That's what you just got to do it. Because really, in the years going forward, black men go cry a lot because they foolishly think that something is go disenfranchise black women more than them. It's like they dumb as hell. But look at the extent that they try to compete with you. Rather than focusing on the people who've been punking they weak asses and removing their rights, they focus on women like some bitches. And this is why I call them what I call them, and I'll continue to. And I will continue to, because this is how they act. They act like bitches. They really do. No one respects them. No one should. No one should respect them. And the fact of the matter is, the information that they're spreading is designed to keep black women in the same position that they're in. Black men know that they own a sinking ass ship and they want you to be on it with them. Because they like, where is this mule over here that I can use? Because I know I'm a nothing ass bitch. I know I'm on a sinking trip. So let me go ahead and drag some black women there for me. And some black women are going to be dumb enough to do it. Because black women are on here making videos, definitely because black men are saying it, talking about DEI didn't benefit them. There are racialized stereotypes about intellect. There are a lot of them. There are racialized stereotypes about intellect, and my problem is that black people are validating these stereotypes about intellect. Nobody's doing any research. Nobody's critically thinking. Nobody's doing anything. Are you too retarded, Ben Bay? Are you too dumb to understand that most of the people in the country is DEI genius? Most people are country. No, let this bandit say what he gotta say. Most people in the country are DEI. Most of them are DEI, dummy. And this is what I be talking about. A lot of these remedial males ain't even going and doing no research. They just sitting up lying. Black women being over there triggered for some weeks off of black men's child support lie, and not one of them decided to do some research and see if these bandits are sitting up here lying. They're always lying. You don't got no damn rights, and you sitting up here talking about child support lies. Because really, black men don't care about what system they in as long as they don't have to be financially responsible for their kids with their broke asses. Perhaps the stereotypes are somewhat true for black men. They are. Black men love nothing more than to live up to somebody's stereotype, because what they ain't gonna do is live up to no form of greatness. All cowardly, all pathetic, all down and out, all nothing ass bitch. That's all you go get out of them. And here's the thing. They're gonna tell you they're a nothing ass bitch, because guess what they gonna do? They go get in videos and tell you exactly what they can't offer you. That's what they gonna do. All they do is sit up and talk about, oh, we can't do this. Oh, well, we can't do that. Okay, can't do ass bitch. What can you do? Because now that we know the long laundry list of what your cowardly ass can't do, what your expendable, ineffective ass can't do, what can you do? You can't take care of your kids. You can't fight for nothing. You can't put a condom on your own raggedy dick. You can't do nothing. What can you do? It don't matter whose platform black men are on. Go watch that Foxhole video, and the only thing black men, Umar Johnson, was telling you is what black men cannot do. And all they go offer you is what they can't do. We can't do this. We can't offer this. This group of men is controlling us in this way. Okay, just let us know you're a bitch. I mean, you could have summed it up and said, we the bitches of society. I would believe it. They not even providing that, because most of the time they ain't even working. They running off a stereotype even when it comes to that. Most of these women desire black men because of a stereotype. They do it because of a stereotype. Because the stereotype says these bandits have some inches on them. A lot of them don't. They're riding off of a stereotype that says, okay, they good sexually. They really not though. They really not though. They running around here slanging some worthless dick worthy of, literally, how is your only value rooted in genetic material? Notice how there's other groups of men who can actually point to stuff that they've done. There's men who can tell you how they colonized and conquered certain spaces. If you go to the continent, you will see white man's handprint there. You will see their footprint there too, right in black men's ass, where it usually is. Moses, you can come up here and ask me that. No, don't delete them just because they're doing that. Delete them after I tell them to come up here and they don't do it. Because I want you to come up here and explain to me some hurt. Come up here and I want you to guess who would have hurt me if I was hurt. I want you to come up here and guess. Probably the same nothing ass bitches that I'm complaining about. Probably the ones that's wreaking havoc on the whole entire community. A better question for your dumb ass, what you should have asked is, who didn't black men hurt? That's what you should be asking. Who didn't they hurt? Who didn't they terrorize? Who didn't they try to drag down to the pits of hell where they are just because they know they was born a nothing ass bitch and they'll die one? The vast majority of them will serve no purpose on the planet, just like Kevin Samuels. Thank God he's serving one now. Why is it that bandits have to go meet their maker in order to serve a purpose? Again, they're born nothing ass bitches, and most of them are going to die a nothing ass bitch. There will be nothing behind their name. On their tombstone, here lies a nothing ass bitch who accounted for nothing in his entire life. Nothing. He was born into nothingness, and all he gave was nothingness. Yeah, now Kevin Samuels is able to serve a purpose. He wasn't serving one before. He wasn't serving one before. Now he's actually serving a purpose. He's exactly where he should be. It just is what it is. They're not offering you nothing. And then they want to run around talking about, everybody see black men as a threat. Who? You don't do a damn thing. You've done absolutely nothing. What do you mean you a threat? Your rights just got removed and you sitting your dumb ass online talking about child support and side chicks. So we already know where your dumb ass is going in the future, probably 6 months from now, actually. Because they acting like they reckoning ain't here. And what's going to happen is you're going to have the choice token black male worshipers who are dumb as hell as well. Why don't you do it, Solitaire? Why don't you do it? You do it, Solitaire. And better yet, let's actually flex on you right now, because while you can't get me banned, I can ban you from this channel. So we go ahead and ban your dumb ass now because you don't know how to see your way out. The nothing ass bitch exit is over there to the left. If you can tell your directions correctly, because you're likely illiterate. So you probably don't know what it means when I say the nothing ass bitch exit is to the left. You probably don't know what that means because you're a part of the illiteracy issue that we have here. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't even be over here. If you already know that nothing I say is anything that you want to hear, because you don't want the demon exorcised about you. You probably are a demon, so you can't afford to go through an exorcism because you'll just perish. It just is what it is. Most of these bandits are actual demons. I want y'all to understand that. Most of them are actual demons. You can't give them an exorcism. Demons have to be vanquished. I don't think bandits are dealing with an issue of demonic possession. I think they are just demons. And I think they've proven that they are demons. And then you got them, they want to come in. And this is why I don't respect y'all. I want y'all to know why I don't respect you. You're weak and you're cowardly. You are. And I have been saying for years, do y'all remember when I would come on here and I would say for years these bandits didn't fight for a damn thing? When I would say for years black men were not interested in any type of freedom or liberation, they were interested in being able to stick their dick where white men stick theirs. Do y'all remember when I said that? And do y'all remember when these overly emotional, unhinged damn bandits crashed out all over the internet for days, weeks, and years? And now black women are in an era where you see exactly how cowardly these bandits are. You see exactly how they ain't got no fight in them. Don't nobody fear you. You're not a threat to anyone. How are you a threat to somebody and you just go lay down and take it, just like you was doing when you was getting buck broken? And you laid there and took it. You sat there and you sucked dick and you didn't even push back. And that's exactly what you're doing now. So I have no respect for these bandits at all. And literally, they're proving me right, by the way. By the way, they're proving me right. Because immediately when something come down the pipeline, these bandits sit their dumb ass up on panels and whine and cry and talk about religion and a God coming and save you and being the chosen ones. Chosen ones for what? To show the world the biggest group of bitches that ever existed? Is that what you chosen for? Are you the chosen group of people that's going to expose just how weak and docile and neuter you can do to a male group? Probably. Because if that's what's happening, then yeah, I get it. I get it then. I think black men are chosen for that. I do think they are the chosen ones. They the ones chosen to be used to expose this weak, cowardly, nothing-ass bitch pathology that's been permeating in our community for too long, and it really needs to be eradicated. It really actually does. And if y'all were thinking about it logically, you would be on the same lines. You have black men are the only group of men that always run and cower. The only ones. Only ones. And then they always want to talk about black is dominant. Black is dominant. But black is dominant and we stronger and we faster and we the little engine that could. You're not the little engine that could, because all you go do is sit your dumb ass up and talk about what you can't. You the little ass dumb ass engine that couldn't. That's what you are. Because you don't have a track record of doing. What have black men done? Anybody can tell me. I've been asking this question. What have they done? Oh yeah, nothing. But terrorize women. But fight weave and makeup and tampon brands. Exclusively said they stole the engine. No, they don't got no engine. They don't got no engine. How you got an engine and you ain't even got a car because you a broke ass, dusty ass bitch with nothing to your name, and that's what you go die be. That's what you go talking about. They got a seed. Let me show y'all what they seeds are sitting up here saying. Since bandits are telling you, oh, we got the seed. The man got the seed. The man got the seed. The seed go to the man, and it don't matter who we be with. We got the seed. We gonna make black kids anyway. All you doing is passing your dust and confusion down the gene pool to a person who's not going to identify with you and is going to grow up and finish breeding your dumb ass out. That's the only thing you will do. That literally the only thing they're going to do. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull up this chat box so I can show y'all what black men's biracials and they pathology is, mostly in this comment section. And understand that the video you about to see, this is a rumor that a dumbass bandit done set up here and spread against black women. I want y'all to understand that. Hold on, I'm trying to take some really quickly. I'm trying to find this theme. Here we go. Listen, I want to do a PSA to every white woman who's interested. I know it's not many of y'all, contrary to what black men try to say. But if there's any white women in the chat box, or any feisty Latinas, or any otherwise non-black women, can y'all please come get these dusty ass bandits out my chat box? They said that they the prize. They claim that y'all want them. Can you please come get their raggedy, trifling, cowardly, nesting ass out of my chat box? Because they over here, but they really don't even got nothing important to say. They can't even come up here and confront a woman with their old weak asses, but always talking about how dominant they are. Anyway. There's some things I'm just not gonna say. There's some things I'm just not gonna say. I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. But if there's any white woman in the chat box, please come get these dumbass bandits. I beg you. And please spread the words. Have more of them come get these raggedy ass bandits. In 2025, black women do not need the burden of these trifling ass, can't do ass males. Please take them. But my guess is that Becky don't want they raggedy asses, because Becky already know the only thing you do is everything you touch, you turn into a single mother. Those Dusty, they're full of ice. No, I'm calling ice on some of these bandits. I am. Watch me be petty. Watch me be petty and send ice right on over there to the hood. Send ice right on over there to the hood and tell them, please get all these raggedy bandits and ship them wherever you feel the need to. Take their dumbasses to the Bermuda Triangle if you got to. That's what they should be doing. I hope ICE come and get all you raggedy bandits, and I hope that Donald Trump actually put y'all in those Guantanamo Bay prisons that he building. I hope he put your dumb ass in here. I hope they do. I hope it's full of bandits. Literally, I hope it's actually full of bandits. And I'll accept if you just say they immigrants. Just put all the bandits in here and just say they immigrants, and nobody will be none the wiser. Ovens will work too. Actually, I would suggest an oven too. If you got one of those, listen, if you have an oven on it, I would suggest an oven too. Possibly, we've seen historically how workable that is. Hold on, y'all, because I'm over here trolling now. So I'm gonna stop trolling. I'm gonna stop. It's like, get these stupid ass bandits out of here and put their dumb asses in the oven, please. Because like, I ain't got time for it. I really don't. Most of them don't have passports anyway. They sure don't. Another lie these dumbass bandits told. They said they was getting their passports. And your raggedy ass, you had one job to get your passport and get the hell on, ease your raggedy ass on down the road, and you couldn't even do that. How you gonna be a king and you can't even get a damn passport and get your raggedy ass on? You want black women to know that you plan to get your passport and go, okay, we know, when are you doing it? Doing next. Okay, bye. Bye, bandits. Because I am calling ICE too. And you can best believe they ain't. I'm just going to say all of y'all, I'm going to tell them to go to Florida's hood and they'll find a whole bunch of Haitian immigrants. That's what I'm about to do. Since y'all want to sit up here and lie, I got some lies too. And I'm about to send them all of those hoods and tell them a bunch of Haitian immigrants are running amok in any given hood so they can just round y'all bandits up and put you somewhere. That's what I want them to do. I am. No, they need to go. Did you say South Florida? Why they gotta go to South Florida? Y'all know I don't know nothing about the Florida streets, but I do know that there's some bandits in the hood that could be rounded up. I do know that. I do know that. Oh, please, thank you. Just saying, because bandits ain't built a damn thing. What are bandits building? Like, what are bandits building Black Wall Street for? What are they building it for? Black women built Black Wall Street and gave the credit to these raggedy ass bandits, just like they did with everything else. Because I'm going to tell you what, black women were actually fighting for civil rights. Black men had their dumb asses somewhere holding up signs talking about desegregate my home. You don't deserve a home, bandit, that you can't even desegregate on your own. But they'll tell you they built Egypt. Oh, please. If y'all ever believe that Baptists built Egypt, I cannot take it. The fact that bandits wasn't up here and tell y'all they built Egypt. Absolutely not. I can't take it. Like, why y'all let bandits convince you? I'm dying too. Just saying, I'm like literally dying. The reason, right? Bandits can't even build a mini Lego civilization, and y'all allowed them to tell you they built Egypt. Please. And please, meanwhile, give bandits a bag of Legos, and I bet you they can't even build a Lego city, let alone Egypt. Okay, please, these bandits done spent so many illusions. They done so many illusion spell work on black women, and black women were just eating it up, believing these bandits done built Egypt, and they over here wondering what to do with the hood. How you gonna have a group of men who built Egypt, but they confused about what to do with the hood? Absolutely not. Get your Egypt building ass in the hood and fix it then, dumbass bandit. Since you was out there building some pyramids, surely you can build up a housing structure that ain't the projects. Oh yeah, you didn't even build those. White men did. Okay. So you can't even, notice how you can't even give black men credit for housing projects. You can't even give black men credit for building housing projects because they ain't even done that. Jana said she's trying to get some work done. So they can't build a snowman. I'm black, you ever mentioned the snowman? Do you want to build a snowman? No, they can't. No, they dumbasses go tell you no, they don't want to build a snowman. They can't. They don't know how to. They dumbasses will ask you where they supposed to get the snow from. Meanwhile, the snow outside on the ground. Provided to them for free. And they still can't build no damn snowman. Just like can't build nothing. I'll give somebody $100 if they can just point to one thing black men built. After apparently any time after they built the Egyptian pyramids and Black Wall Street. Other than the Egyptian pyramids and Black Wall Street, what did bandits build? Because they ain't built the damn thing since. They ain't built the damn thing. No, crack rocks weren't even made by bandits. Crack rocks weren't even made by bandits. They'll tell you themselves white men delivered that. How you gonna sit there and say white men even provided the crack that you were selling to your community? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm dragging bandits for the next 4 years. I'm dragging bandits. It just don't matter. It don't matter. I'm gonna drag them in my book. I'm gonna drag them on YouTube. I'm gonna drag anywhere I go. I'm dragging them. Y'all better hope I don't get no interviews with no news station because I'm dragging you there too. They don't even gotta ask me about you, and I'm just gonna insert. So about those nothing ass bitches sitting over there in a hood who built the Egyptian pyramids but are confused as to how to turn this hood from a hood to a suburb. Get your dumb ass in the house and stop committing crimes in the hood, dumbass bandits. How do bandits don't even know how to fix the hood and they the problem? You the problem, bitch. Remove yourself and then you fix the hood. That's how you fix it. Get your dumb ass out of it. Every single group of women, I gotta segue to this. Every single group of women regrets being with black men, much like how Jeannie Mai now regrets being with a black man. Did y'all see that Jeannie Mai and came out and told y'all nothing about Jeezy except that she wished she would have kept her dark meat on the side? That's the only thing we know. All we know is that Jeannie Mai regrets dealing with Jeezy, and we don't need her to tell us. We don't need her to tell us. Jeannie Mai deeply regrets being with this damn bandit. And if y'all think she don't, please. This lady's life is chaotic because of being with this bandit. Welcome to the black community, Jeannie Mai. You wanted to be in it? Now you in it. And your half Asian kid is in it too. And got a certified bandit for a father. So now Jeannie Mai get to get the black woman experience since she was running around talking about submitting to a damn raggedy ass bandit who don't got nothing to submit to. Everywhere they go, they create problems. Look at what Jeannie Mai got to deal with as a result of being with a goddamn bandit who said that they have better results when they go to their preferences, but they liars. So you obviously wouldn't believe what these bandits say. They are liars. And they will always be liars. So let's roll the clip.
I want to do my walkthrough. That's the court order. Let me do my walkthrough, and what I'm personally checking for is my belongings. I moved my whole life from Los Angeles to here. I also had a baby here. I lived in this house. I decorated the whole house. So yes, I absolutely want to make sure that my things are taken with me.
In addition to what's packed up.
I want to make sure. I can't say for addition. You might be right. You might have packed everything for me, but I deserve a walkthrough because of court order. So that's what I'm here for. I'm not saying I'm going to. I might walk out empty-handed. I just want to make sure that my house that I know is coming with me. And so it's leaving with just his house being his.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can tell which items are in each box, which is fine. I just want you to know if it takes me a while, understand why. Because I can't play.
I have all day. I know you probably don't have all day.
I want to pause. When black men can hire, this is who they hire. So I want y'all to understand why you running around that DEI didn't benefit black women, which it did, or else you would still be, or else you would have only been working in servitude positions for the past 60 something years. But okay, DEI didn't benefit you. Go try to get a job from a black man then. Go try to get a job from a black man. There's a reason why Kanye West is being sued for racial discrimination, and it ain't against white people. When black men can employ, this is who they employ. This is who Jeezy got overseeing his estate. This is who Jeezy got overseeing stuff. This Asian woman here, she's trying to get her stuff. She's trying to get this man to abide by a court order. Jeannie Mai has a court order that this dumbass bandit don't want to abide by because he's a bitter baby daddy now. Yep, when black men can employ, they are not going to employ a black woman. But black women running around like, oh, DEI benefited white women the most. Okay, well, who about to be disenfranchised by it the most? Who about to be disenfranchised by the removal of it? Because we know for a fact you ain't about to go get no job from no black man. We do know that. And if a black man was going to give you a job, it would be the worst position you ever had in your entire life. It wouldn't be worth the pay. It wouldn't be worth the pay. But I'm trying to figure out why black women would think that black people would benefit the most from some legislation that a white man signed off on and passed. Didn't they say this came from Lyndon B. Johnson, a white man? Why would you think he's going to create something that's going to benefit black people more? DEI benefited you more than anything black men created for you. Because if it was up to black men, you would be destitute on a plantation while they run around as a slave owner of you. That's what they were like. Black men would like to see you on a plantation by yourself. That was their intended purpose when they initially sold you. It's because they just wanted to watch you be oppressed on a plantation. They didn't want to be on it them damn selves. Oh, Donna, thank you, Donna. Donna said they're like that too in Canada. When they employ white people the most. Yeah. But black women want to run around making videos. DEI benefited white women the most. It should have. It was signed off by a white man. It was signed off by a white man. Do you really think that anything was going to be created by an outside group and that it was going to benefit you more than them? That's silly. That's a silly expectation. However, what I do know is that y'all can say that DEI benefited white women the most as much as you want to. Black people are going to be at the most disadvantaged because of it. You want to know why? Because white men will still employ white women. That's why. Who's going to employ you? So Dark Noise said Tyler Perry, Will Packer, Ice Cube, Cat Williams mostly employ black women. Do they employ them more than DEI did though? No. No. Tyler Perry has not employed more black people than DEI have. So you can go ahead and X Tyler Perry out of that. He did not employ more black women than DEI has. Absolutely not. There isn't a single black man who has done more for the black community than DEI has. Not one of them. And I don't care what y'all say. I'll argue it with anybody. The bottom line is, and this bandit is talking about actors. This bandit brought his dumb ass in here, and I know it's a bandit because nobody else is going to say anything this stupid. Because, of course, Tyler Perry is hiring everybody mainstream, not just actors. So I guess if you an actress, then you can maybe get Tyler Perry to put you in some D-list movie. But otherwise, you can't go to black men and get a damn job. You cannot. You can't go to black men and get housing. You can't go to black men and get anything except some poverty dick. That's it. Donna said, but even with that, Tyler underpays black female actress. I'm sure he does. Nobody is going to convince me that black men are out here doing things for black women. Absolutely not. But let's continue watching Jeannie Mai regret her taking her dark meat off the side.
And whatever it takes, just so we're all that we're all good.
We're really good.
Okay, so for reporting purposes, I appreciate you giving me this.
I've toured 22 cities around the country.
Okay, Tasha K, we get it. We get it. You toured 22 countries. I wish you would have left the... Which, shout out to you, Tasha K, because I do admire everything that you've created for yourself. I suppose if you created it, you got every right to destroy it, if that's what you want to do. But kudos to Tasha K. She has actually created quite a bit for herself. And I'm not going to not give her flowers because of Cardi B. If I wasn't going to give Tasha K her flowers, it would be because she's a black male worshiper. It would never be over Cardi B, though. It would never be over Cardi B. And anybody who says that what Tasha K has built for herself isn't admirable is lying. Just saying says cities, not countries. Actually, that's a good thing. I really think that Tasha K should promote the fact that she's been able to create on her own a market for herself where she's touring different cities. I think that's good. I think that's good. I just don't like that she's a black male worshiper and is a rabid one, actually. Like, I'm actually surprised by the extent to her black male worship. But, if she wants to be a black male worshiper, she can be. But I will say what she has built for herself is very admirable. It is very, very admirable what she's built for herself. Pink Boy Queen. Oh my, why do I not have my, hold on for a second. I gotta plug up my computer charger. I thought I had it plugged, but I didn't. So, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now I was able to plug it up. But yeah, Jeannie Mai, she's regretting this. She's regretting this. This woman go say, as a divorced woman, when you are done with your ex, you be like, just keep all that ish, I'll start over. Yeah, when you don't have anything of any real value. You say this when you have stuff that you don't really value. Jeannie Mai is a celebrity. The stuff that she has, I can assure you, is way more valuable than anything your average black woman would have. Because she basically saying Jeannie Mai should forget all of her stuff and she should just go. And it's like, no, she shouldn't. Her stuff, I'm pretty sure she has very highly valuable things that she wants. Like, why would she leave her stuff with Jeezy? That's stupid. And look at this. He doesn't want you anymore. Leave him alone. So glad he left you. Black women always caping for men that don't like them. And look at her. Like, this man, Jeezy wouldn't even piss on her to put her out. And here she go, worshiping and defending this man. Mind you, this is a court order that Jeezy is violating. This lets you know that these black male worshipers, they really do want black men to be able to be as lawless as they possibly can. They want black men to be able to engage in 100% lawlessness and have zero consequence. That's what they want. Look at this one. Why is she dressed like a dancer from the Rhythm Nation video? She said you wanted a black man. Wow, wow. Look at how pretty she is. I need to be getting up in her DMs. I need to be like, look how pretty she is, though. I love her hair, too. As if this is her actual picture. If this is her actual picture, she's really pretty. But yeah, every group of women who associate with black men, they regret it. There is zero group of women that's just coming out and saying, hey y'all, I had an experience with a black man and it was such a great experience. Says no woman ever. That Allison woman, Stephen Twitch, the wife, is she talking about how good of a man he was, or is she saying that he was a drug addict who hid his addiction from?
So what you gonna do? You gonna be in the video or you not?
Y'all, I want to try to show y'all. I can try to show y'all Rafiki. I can try to show y'all him. So I had this video. I'm going to try to show y'all him because I'm holding him. Let me try to show y'all. Hold on. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to show y'all this video. I want y'all to see Rafiki. That's him. Y'all see it? That's Rafiki. That's him. He's the little aggressive one that likes to harass the lady cats, but that's him. So y'all can see him. Yeah, he is. He's really pretty. Yeah, he's a really cute cat, but he's just super aggressive. He's very aggressive. Yeah, he does look like a Rafiki, and his paws are like really big. His balls were big too before he got neutered. He had like really big balls. And so, yeah, he is really cute, but he's super aggressive and he has like this disgruntled, he's a sweetheart, but he has the disgruntled attitude too, if that makes sense. Like if you pick him up, he's growling and being disgruntled, but then he'll start licking your hand. Like he's weird. That's not my cat. That's my sister's friend's cat. I just went over there. She's out of the country, so I went to her house to feed her cats. Yeah, I went to her house to feed them. But that's her friend's cat. No, he's disgruntled because that female cat, Stormy, she don't want him. That's why he's disgruntled, because she runs from him. Like, I'm telling y'all, she do not like him. I had to go lock him in the room. I'm going to go check on him after I get off of here. I'm going to go check on him because I did restrict him to the room. He has food, water, and litter, but he's just isolated by himself because he's super aggressive. He's like really aggressive. That cat is a Ray Ray. He is, but he's super cute though. Like, he's adorable, and he's just so big and fluffy, and like he's a really cute cat. Oh, you said no, they're used to being neutered by now. Anyway, yeah, him being neutered has not made him less aggressive at all. He's definitely very much still aggressive. and very much wants to dominate the female cat. Like he'll try to go like lay right on top of her and like force her into submission. And it's just like, no, ain't nobody. It's like, if you don't get out of here, like, it's like she ain't interested in all that. And you can, like, literally the female cats do not want him, and he won't stop chasing her. That's how you know females are naturally the prize. They really are. And that's why males chase them. All throughout nature, males are chasing females, but they want to sit there and say they're the prize. No, you are not. If you are harassing women, if you cannot stop leaving, if you can't leave women alone, if you can't just go on about your damn day, if you can't take no for an answer, then you absolutely are not the prize. They are not the prize. There is no scenario where, except in humanity, where females are chasing males. The only the place that exists is with humans. And the only reason why it exists with humans is because of the level of manipulation, lies, and illusions that men create, primarily through religion. They're not chasing, they're trying to make you submit. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that because I got a video to show y'all. But y'all remember when we talked about this chick here? Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Because we just had this conversation the other day. Do y'all remember when I told y'all, when we were talking about this chick and we were just doing it yesterday, and I told y'all it's preposterous for her to be suing. And the funny thing, if you look at her, she actually had a really pretty face. Like, she would get so far if she lost weight. Oh, okay, Ms. Winnie. I'll definitely get that. I'm going to look for that after this, and then we'll go over it if I can find it, because I definitely want it. But I mean, that goes without being said. Anybody who was enslaved for hundreds of years and then going to Jim Crow and then is still losing their rights and still being dominated, it's obviously because they're docile. Like, we already know they some weak ass bitches. We didn't need the like men of no color to tell us that they weak, but maybe we do. So I'll get the clip and I'll definitely show it. But yeah, her face is actually really pretty. Yeah, I think her face is very pretty. And if she lost weight, that would do so much for her. But do y'all remember when I said that I want to see if what this woman's car looked like for herself, if she had the SUV or a sedan? Because if you bought an SUV for yourself, SUV for yourself, it makes absolutely no sense that you would then try to lift in a sedan. And so she posted a picture. Now, mind you, we already know that this is a sedan. Okay, we know this is a sedan. But look at what she posted a picture of herself being in. She in a whole entire SUV. Didn't I tell you that this woman probably had the SUV for herself? Did I guarantee you that she did not? Didn't I tell you, I guarantee you the car that she drives isn't a sedan? Okay, thank you so much, Miss Winnie, because that helps me to find it easier. Thank you. I'm going to look it up right after this. She in a Jeep. Jeep don't make sedans. Jeep only make SUVs and trucks now. So she in a whole Jeep. She's in a whole SUV. But when she got on Lyft, she somehow thought that a sedan was going to be the best option for her. Timmy says she had an SUV, but is mad that the Lyft driver wouldn't pick her up in a sedan. Right. Which I'm saying, Lyft could actually be building their case right now. if you are riding in an SUV, you're showing off your car is an SUV, then why would you get in a sedan when you know that the bigger car is more accommodating for you? And I definitely don't believe she's only 500 pounds. This don't look like it's 500 pounds to me. This right here does not in any way, shape, and form look like she just 400 pounds. Right, Paint Me Pretty says she can barely fit in the Jeep. And this person said it's not the same size car though. No, it's the size of the car that she should have got. And this is the one said, I was thinking the same thing. All she did was prove his point. You need a bigger car. She sure did. That is, oh, who had that cute little baby? Now, one of these people had that. Oh, she had it. Oh, look. Look at the little tiny baby. It's a cute little baby. I wouldn't be having no male baby, though. That I do know. I'm not having no male kid. That ain't gonna happen. But this is why I'm saying, you sitting up here showing a picture with you in an SUV. You want to see her performance video again? If I can find it, because I think I deleted it off of here. I think I clicked on information. Yeah, Jeannie Mai here going through it because of these bandits. Like, that would be so embarrassing to me if I was married to a different race of man for 13 years and then I got with a black man and was a baby mama in 2 years flat. I would have had a problem. I would have a problem if I'm Jeannie Mai. Like, Jeannie Mai went from being married to a man for 13 years to literally being the baby mama of a black man within 2 years. That's insane. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, she got a video talking about her and her lip situation. Let me play it. Okay. Here she go. I want to hear her logic. I really do. I got to hear her logic about why she thinks she about to sue.
Let's talk about it. Since everybody in their bald-headed ass mama got something to say about Dank, bitch. First of all, let's touch base on the big bitches in the back that got something to say about me. I'm seeing the bitch say go walk. Bitch, you cool. Like, you only like one burger away from being my size. Like, y'all hoes got me fucked up. Bitch, stop calling yourself a BBW, hoe. Cause you not, bitch. Other BBWs don't put other BBWs down, bitch. Second of all, bitch, I never contacted this. Right? Then y'all talking about, oh, she posted the videos for the cloud. I am the fucking cloud.
Okay, okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. I'm good. Okay, I am good. We'll continue playing it if y'all want to, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm real good. This level of hood rat I can do. You said there's an echo? Okay, hold on for a second. That's weird because I have echo cancellation on here. Hold on. Did y'all still hear an echo? Okay, you said you can, and some of y'all are saying y'all can hear fine, so I'll just let it go. Yeah, this level of hood rat I can't do. I'm not gonna do this the entire time. Oh, I need to mute when I play the audio. Okay, I'll do it. Because on I'm used to Zoom, and if you do that on Zoom, you won't be able to hear. But I'll try it now. Jasper somewhere downstairs. Jasper not even up here. Or maybe
You big and da-da-da. Fuck you.
okay, yeah, she's still going off. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna listen to a hood rat. That I'm not gonna do. I'm not to listen to no hood rat. She's a certified stone cold hood rat, and I ain't got time. But I want us to talk about this. This is a trope that's been put out for a very long time. I feel like this is a black male initiated trope. And I want to mostly look in the comment section because of some comments that biracial people are making about their family structure. And so I want to play this. So first, let me play it for you. Then we'll get in the comment section and we'll discuss it.
And my mom would get a lot of heat from black women. Like, I've heard people say, like, comments under their breath, and to the point that they know that she can hear, of like stealing our men and stuff like that. And I think stuff like that is just so stupid.
I think it's so stupid too. Like, I let me just say, I can understand. Part of me can understand where it comes from. Like, hey, like, I like to date within my race. And if people in my race are dating outside, that's less for me. So while I understand that aspect of it, I don't agree with it. Because who's to say this dude would even holler at you anyway?
Yeah.
Who's to say that you're even that person's type? People like what they like, and people do what they do. So yeah, go find somebody else. Just because this person is snatched up doesn't mean just because they're black. And sometimes, like, you're not even attracted to that person. It's just the fact that you don't like that they're with them. And why do you care? Exactly. Yeah.
You know, people like what they like, and for all, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my mom would get a lot of heat from black women.
Oh, sorry, you guys. I didn't even realize I'm sitting here on mute. I'm sitting here on mute talking to y'all. I'm trash for that. Y'all, I'm so trash for it. Because it's like, why are you sitting here? Because it's like, why are you sitting here just, why are you just talking and you're on mute? Like, why would you be doing that? And it's like, oh, I'm doing that because, yeah. Sorry. Why do I gotta be banned for good? Why do I gotta be banned for good? But anyway, y'all, so these are Becky's daughters. These are Becky and Tyrone's daughters, and we know statistically, based on the studies, and I actually have one of the studies here. Hold on, because it's in my bookmarks. This is one of the studies here. Okay. White mothers, mixed parentage, children, and welfare. This is one. And y'all can look at it if you want to. And there were other things that I had as well. Hold on, let me go back and find that link that I needed to be on. That ain't it. So what is that? No. Oh, hold on. Where is my link? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, so that was the study that I showed y'all. That was one of the studies that talks about how biracial people's outcomes, including their mental health, their where they live, their socioeconomic status. Biracials with white mothers and black fathers, they do the worst, according to studies. According to studies, they have the worst outcomes. Do I mind doing show notes and posting my study links? Yeah, but the problem with that is that these videos aren't going to stay up on YouTube. They're going to go to Patreon. So that's what that's a good way to segue into this. My content does not stay on YouTube. I have pre-recorded content, and I have live streams. And even after I do the live streams, after 24 to 72 hours, I remove the live stream. So if y'all want to subscribe to my Patreon, that is where all of my content is. There are different tiers that you can subscribe to. It is affordable. And yeah, that's how you can get the content. Obviously, you don't have to. You can try to show up here every week to see if I go live if you would like to. But my content just isn't on YouTube, and it will not be. It won't be on YouTube. You said that you made me a Dustbuster logo art. If that's okay with y'all, she can have it if she wants to make merch. No credit needed. Well, I would definitely give you credit. I wouldn't just not give you credit, but can you email it to me? But yeah, if you guys want to subscribe to Patreon, thank you so much. Let me get the names of the people to shout them out specifically. Thank you so much, Maxita, for sharing the link. Let me put this on here. Thank you so much. So most of the link, oh yeah, that's fine. So that's the link, you guys. Thank you so much, Maxita, for sharing the link. I really, really appreciate it. For the ones who want to sign up, that's how you can sign up. For the ones who don't, just feel free to come on here and check every week to see if I'm live. But let's get into this comment section here, because listen, Becky's biracials is going to have a very, very different mindset than black women's. And like I said, this is proven and backed by studies. So bandits can say whatever they want to. They can decorate these women. They can listen to Tariq say biracials with white mothers are the best. They're not. There is no data that says that. Yeah, let me put that in there. And I have another one too that I have to find, but let me go through this first. Because I actually closed that link out. So I'll get it. There's another link as well that I need to get for you. There's another one. But I want to go into these comments because look at what this woman says. Zelda Dreams. She said, I'm half black and half white. My father is black. Black men are the #1 demographic that marry and engage in relationships and marry outside of their own race. And it does, in fact, come down to internalized racism. Mind you, this is one of black men's biracial daughters. This is one of their biracial daughters. But this is what she's saying. She's saying that they do, in fact, come from internalized racism. This is what the studies say. The studies say that black men are going after these women because they are white due to internalized racism, and the white women are using their whiteness as social currency to get black men who are more attractive and more wealthy than they are. This is what the study say. It's not my personal opinion. It's what the study says. It says black men put white women and other races on a pedestal and demean black women. It's a part of the reason why black women are the number one single population in the United States. Black men actually are. This is a lie. Black women are not the number one single population in the United States. Black men actually are. They are the least married and the most divorced. Black men are fetishized by other races. It's not just people like who they like. There are layers to this. We have a whole bunch of biracial black children coming out of this dynamic that have had very negative experiences. If you're going to raise a mixed race child, you have to take it seriously. Mind you, this is coming from a biracial girl or a woman. Two Pretty Red Dime said, with all three, I don't be jealous of basic mammies or little girls with no clout. And Queenie, leave me alone. I can say what I want. I don't be jealous of people. Yeah, nobody, listen, the only people who would be jealous is biracial women who are jealous of black women, because biracial women are like a watered down version. They're not really black women, but that's the only identity that they're allowed to take on because they can't say that they're white. And look her over here saying love has no color. Yes, it does. Love do have a color. So she said, ain't nobody stealing black men. The black men I want me back. Getting a man of any race has never been a problem for me. I invest with you. I invest in you, and the men will come. Exactly. But I want to go into this comments here because there's more comment. She said, on point, white mom, black dad, not comfortable sharing my experience on a public platform, but this is totally on point. Raising mixed race humans is not easy and you need to be prepared. Again, biracial women complaining about the dynamic between their black father and their white mother. There is no group of women that black men can go to and find success. None. And statistically, their best chances for success are with black women only because black women tolerate everything black men do. So let me say this for the chat box. We're not over here being disgruntled. We're not. We're going to be nice over here. It's okay. This is not an echo chamber, and I embrace differences of opinion. So do not attack someone because they have an opinion that is different than yours. This is not an echo chamber, and you cannot learn in an echo chamber. So we're going to welcome and continue to differing opinions because that is the only way to learn. We're not blocking or timing out people or harassing people for having a difference of opinion. And y'all don't get to harass the mods either just because they may have a difference of opinion. Again, we're not an echo chamber. And it's fine if you have a difference of opinion as long as you can validate it and back it up. Like we don't have to be angry and hostile with each other over here. There's no need for that. I promise y'all, there's no need. We try to be lighthearted over here. That's why y'all see me dying laughing even if I'm dragging bandits, because we're still trying to be lighthearted. We're still trying to have fun. There's enough going on in society now, and there will continue to be. There's so much going on. We don't have to attack each other in the chat box. The black community is getting attacked heavily, and it will continue to. We don't need to attack each other. If anything, we should be figuring out how to unify, because that's going to be the key to our survival. Black women don't have time to be fighting against other black women. You're literally all you have right now. Unless you go get other allies, you're all you have. So black women should not be sitting up here fighting each other over differences in opinions. Oh yeah, Black Beauty, of course, I recognize you. Yeah, you absolutely can be a mod. There you go. You should have your wrench back now. But yeah, we don't need to attack each other over a difference of opinion. Having a difference of opinion is a good thing. It helps to learn. It facilitates understanding. You get to break down thought processes and beliefs that people have. We welcome differences of opinion here. You're not going to get anything done if everybody agree on everything. You're not. You can't learn if nobody's throwing out anything different. Like we don't have to attack each other. We really don't. We don't have to attack each other. The next black woman is not your enemy. I promise you. She's not your enemy. Her situation likely mirrors yours, and you probably have more in common than not. So like we don't have to sit over here and fight each other. We really don't. And there is no opinion that y'all can't discuss in the chat box cordially, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, hey, Verb. Yeah, like we don't have to attack, like we don't have to attack each other. I promise y'all, we should all be able to be friendly here, laugh, drag bandits, crack jokes. We should be able to do all that. Jimmy J says she's not, but these mammies are so mean, unlikable bitches, just like their sons. Well, if they're in here, if there's black male worshipers in here, they're either gonna have the conversation honestly, or they'll just get blocked. Because I know a lot of black male worshipers do lie. Hold on for a second, you guys. I have to take this call. Hold on one second. I'm getting a call. Okay, sorry you guys, that was an important call that I needed to take. It's nothing bad. So it's actually was just a reminder. That's all it was. But they called to do it, which one of my appointments I actually have to call back and reschedule, but I didn't have time for that. I was trying to get off. But y'all, I had a call coming through. That's why there wasn't any audio, because I had a call coming through. And I had to take that call, but I've taken it now, so we can continue. Yeah, but so you have these biracials here who are telling you a number of different things. They're telling you, number one, these relationships were not based on love. Number two, they were highly dysfunctional. Because do y'all notice that two of these biracials already said they don't even want to tell their story. They said they don't even want to tell their story. So it kind of sounds like they had very bad experiences. From what I've seen, a lot of women of no color, they prefer biracial males, children, to biracial females. So I'm pretty sure, having a mother of no color, I'm pretty sure these two women did go through it growing up. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm sure they did. So she said, makes sense. The word racism is the problem on Instagram. Oh yeah, because her thing. But look, so a bandit decides to come, mind you, the majority of biracial people are from black men. The vast majority of biracial people globally have black fathers. But watch this bandit sit up here and lie. Watch this bandit sit up here and lie. Look, so black women are immune from this behavior. Prior to the 70s, the main black-white interracial relationships were black women, white men. Yeah, as a product of grape on the plantation and Jim Crow. So this bandit is trying to take a circumstance where you was being violated and try to turn it into a consensual dynamic. In the past, most biracials did have black mothers due to rape. So these were not consensual relationships. These were not black women willingly going and having babies with men of no color. These were men of no color forcing themselves on black women. And now you got a bandit here because their biracials are talking about how dysfunctional they are. You got a bandit over here trying to bring up plantation grape to try to make it appear that black women are stepping out on their race to the extent that black men are, which they are not. He then says, the main black-white interracial relationships, these were not relationships. Mind you, he's saying relationships. These were not relationships. These weren't relationships. There was no time where black women, a large amount of them, were voluntarily dating white men. There was no time in history when that was happening. This bandit is trying to paint that narrative. Because the reality is, and they're going to say prior to the 70s. Prior to the 70s, it was illegal for black people to be in relationships with white people. So what do you mean? Prior to, in 1964 is when they did, 1965 is when they did Loving versus Virginia. So what he's talking about is literally plantation grape and the children who are birthed from that. But because these bandits are disgusting, they will use anything to try to lie on black women. Look, when white men holding the position of power in the relationship, yeah, because it wasn't a relationship. The main reason for any of the disparities you mentioned is due to racism against all men and women, period. So racism is making black men go out and choose white women and create confused biracials with them, really? Because racism should be the reason you're not doing it. Racism should not be the reason you are voluntarily doing it. Mind you, what this black man is trying to convince you is that racism is the reason why they went to the Supreme Court to fight to have access to Becky. Like literally, black men went to the Supreme Court to fight and have access to women of no color before Richard Loving was even born. Before Richard Loving was even born, black men had their ass in the Supreme Court on 3 different occasions fighting to have access to women of no color. But this bandit is going to say, well, the main reason for black men dating women of no color is because of racism. No, it's because you went and fought the Supreme Court for it. It's because there are 3 Supreme Court cases that predates Loving versus Virginia where your dumbasses were in court fighting to have access to these women. Not fighting to get out of Jim Crow, not fighting to have any rights, not fighting to not be lynched in the streets. They were fighting to have access to the women who were causing them to be lynched. Go think about that. The fact that black men were in the Supreme Court fighting to have access to the women who were the reasons that they were being lynched. This is how disgusting they are. I'm going to show y'all this one here, Pace v. Alabama. I want y'all to look at the date on this. Because we going to put this to rest right now. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I want y'all to look at Google AI here. And we know that this is true because I've shared this many different times. Look, here we go. Pace v. Alabama was an 1883 I want y'all to, let me make this bigger so y'all can look at the date on this. Pace v. Alabama. This is the first case taken to the Supreme Court. The first one. This is not a black woman and a white man. This is a black man, white woman. I'm going to read it. I just tried to make it bigger so y'all could see it. This Loving versus Virginia is not the first case taken to the Supreme Court. Pace v. Alabama is. Black man, white woman. In 1883, what was that? 16 years after the emancipation of slavery. Not even a good 20 years. But they're trying to say racism made them do this. So, Pace v. Alabama was the 1883 Supreme Court case that upheld Alabama's anti-miscegenation law. The case involved Tony Pace, a black man. The case involved Tony Pace, a black man, and Mary J. Cox, a white woman, who were convicted of living together in adultery. They were convicted of living together in adultery. The Supreme Court ruled that the law was unconstitutional and did not violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. The Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment is one that women really need to get familiar with, because this is where you're being violated. This is your constitutional right that is being violated that women don't understand. You really need to understand Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. Yours is being violated. But the date was January 29th, 1883. The case number, this is it. The outcome, the Supreme Court unanimously upheld those convictions. Let's look at McLaughlin v. Florida, another one. McLaughlin v. Florida, another one. 1964, again, before Richard Loving. Let's read over this. McLaughlin v. Florida was a 1964 Supreme Court case that ruled the Florida law against interracial cohabitations was unconstitutional. This is number 2 law that this is the second time black men would have went. This actually ain't, the other one is, but this is another case out of 3 of them that black men took to the Supreme Court. Again, they didn't fight for civil rights. They fought for access to white women. The reason black men got on board with the civil rights movement is because they were able to fight for access to white women through it. I'm going to show you some images from the Million Man March where they were talking about desegregate their homes. They've always only been fighting for for access to this. So when you look at now with the rollback of your civil rights and black men not doing nothing, that's because this ain't been rolled back. It's because Loving versus Virginia haven't been repealed. If Loving versus Virginia was repealed, they would get up and fight just like they did before. McLaughlin v. Florida was a 1964 Supreme Court case that ruled the Florida law against interracial cohabitation was unconstitutional. The case established that the law violated the 4th Amendment Equal Protection Clause. Dewey McLaughlin, a black man, and Connie Hoffman, a white woman, were charged with violating Florida's interracial cohabitation law. The law prohibited unmarried interracial couples from sharing a room at night. This was black men fighting to have sex with white women, not marry them, to have sex with them. The law treated interracial couples differently than same-race couples. Let's go to Perez v. Sharp, another one from black men. Here you go, another one. Perez v. Sharp. Black man, white woman. This is 1948. Perez v. Sharp was the 1948 California Supreme Court case that ruled unconstitutional the state's ban on interracial marriage. The 4-3 majority decision was a landmark case that overturned a century-old ban. Again, black men only fight for what's important to them. Black issues was never important to them. The court ruled that the ban violated the 14th Amendment right to equal protection. The court also struck down a 1943 statute that required race on marriage licenses. The decision was widely reported in newspapers, including Los Angeles Times, Oakland Tribune, and New York Times. This was a black man and a white woman too, a white Mexican woman. This was when black men were fighting to have access to white Mexican women. Perez v. Sharp, a California landmark case that overturned a century-old ban on interracial marriage. I want to see if it's going to tell you the case details. It's not telling you the case details, but the bottom line is this was a black man trying to marry a white Mexican. They were married, but they were denied a marriage license because they were told that their marriage is not seen as valid because what Mexicans are classified as white. They said that because Mexicans were classified as white, then he was not allowed at all to marry her. It wasn't seen as, let's go to Justia. Oh, hold on. No, we got a better one. I want y'all to look at this, look at this, look at this. Here go your pictures. This is what Perez v. Sharp looked like. This is Perez v. Sharp. Black man, white Mexican woman. Please tell me one time when black men went to the Supreme Court on behalf of black women. This is another interracial case of a black man marrying a white woman. This is another one. In 1948, I'm going to show you what it says. Hold on. Oh, they want me to disable the ad block. Oh my God, I can't deal with these things. I'm gonna try to get a different one. Because I'm not gonna get on this one, but I want to read y'all this. I'll look this up on hold on, let me disable this ad block. And then I'll refresh it because I want to show y'all this and I want to read it. Yeah, I don't like publications that think they're going to charge money. Like, I'm not going to pay for an online article. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to get this woman's name and I'm going to look this up and tell y'all what this name is. But there's a tons of these. Look, I want y'all to see all of this as we go down. And I want y'all to see all of them that involve black men. Because I'm showing y'all what black men fought for. That's why you don't see them doing nothing now. They done sat up here and lied to y'all and told y'all they fought for something they didn't. Look. Georgia interracial couple. It's an old one. 50 years of loving. See, these people are annoying. I can't stand this. I don't like these things wanting you to have ads all over your thing. Yeah, I'm not doing this with these things that want to do this. I just want to show y'all this, how many instances it was of them fighting for white women. And so the fact that black women will declare these, but I know a lot of black women don't know this. Look, 1960s interracial couple. You have this one here. This is Perez v. Sharp. Black man going to the California Supreme Court. This lady here, I remember doing content on this couple here. I just want y'all to see it. Sylvester Davis and Andrea Perez. This was the whole case right here. The Sylvester Davis and Andrea Perez. This is what the thing was. Why is this not showing what was on here? Because I want to tell y'all the details beyond it. Here it is. We'll read it. In 1941, a young couple met and fell in love, but one of them was considered black, while this is the loving, no, it's not. While the other was considered white. Laws against intermarriage began between races. Okay, get to the point. It says Andrea and Sylvester, a Mexican-American woman and an African-American man, challenged these laws and won, and their success inspired change that ended that taboo. When same-sex marriage became a pressing issue, their case was the precedent that first persuaded the courts to allow it. Thus, Andrea and Sylvester can be credited with successfully challenging a second marriage taboo. How many cases do we got to go through where black men are fighting for access to white women through the Supreme Court before we acknowledge that they never pursued the Supreme Court for anything on behalf of black women? Nothing. None. Bandits ain't never did it. There is no time in history when black men took any issue that black women face to the Supreme Court. It does not exist. We ain't gonna even look at Jack Johnson. Do we need to get into Jack Johnson, who was known for running around with women of no color? Like, look at this. All you got to do is look at history to see what black men actually fought for. I don't see how black women are ignoring the fact that black men told y'all they fought for the civil rights, but yet they're okay with your civil rights being removed. Here go Jack Johnson, always sitting up with a woman of no color. Risk his whole life and everything in it to be with a woman of no color. Here's another one for Perez v. Sharp. Isaiah Perez and Sylvester Davis challenged the California anti-miscegenation law on religious freedom and equal protection grounds, majority opinion, so they won this case. Mind you, this was in 1948. McLaughlin v. Florida was in 1964. Wasn't black men complaining about welfare of the 60s taking them out of the home? So why did black men have they dumbass in the Supreme Court so they can turn Becky into single mothers rather than fighting to get their raggedy asses back in their black home? Why weren't they doing it? Why wasn't in 1964, why wasn't black men in the Supreme Court saying welfare removed us from our house? We want to provide for our family. Let's file a lawsuit with the Supreme Court. Because they sure was in the Supreme Court over Becky. Look, I want to show y'all something. I want to find these. There were some images of black men holding up signs saying desegregate my home. I want to show y'all this. I'm about to show y'all this too. I want y'all to see this. Look. This is what black men were also doing. I want y'all to look at this. Pieces of history. Look at this black man here. Interracial Marriage Club of Washington, D.C. naturally wants freedom now. My home is desegregated. You the only group of women who has to deal with this. You the only group of women. He's sitting here with a biracial girl whose hair wasn't even done by her obviously white mother. Members of the Interracial Marriage Club protesting bans on interracial unions and advocating for desegregated homes in 1963. Black men told you in the 1960s welfare removed them from the home. It looked like Becky removed them from the home. This is an interracial marriage club. Who do you think was a part of this interracial marriage club? Do you think it was black women or black men? Yeah, Divine, this is disgusting, but black men will tell you that they were out fighting for civil rights. Yeah, the civil rights to have a relationship with a white woman. That's what they were doing. This is what they fight for. During the Reconstruction period, Virginia implemented a variety of black codes aimed at disenfranchising and segregating facilities between blacks and whites. Black men weren't fighting against this, though. They wanted their homes desegregated. Coinciding with these codes were anti-miscegenation laws preventing interracial marriages. States defined those with black heritage by searching for black ancestors. If one person was identified in their family history as black, then all descendants were labeled the same way during litigation. Richard and Mildred Loving were from Central Point, Virginia. They were at the same school. So this is telling you about them. A white man. The white man was able to get it passed on a national level. Black men were doing it though. Black men paved the way for Richard Loving to win. Black men were in the Supreme Court and fighting for this long before Richard Loving did anything. But what they want to tell you, they want you to believe that black women fought for, there's no mention of black women here anywhere. There's no mention of black women here anywhere. Look, the repeated losses did not dissuade Loving. I'm about to show y'all how he paved the way. Look, the repeated losses, we go read this because I want y'all to see this, how black men paved the way. And I'm telling y'all they did. The repeated losses did not dissuade the Lovings or their attorney from fighting their cause. The final test arrived in May 1966 when Cohen and Hertzschop filed an appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court in 1948, the Supreme Court ruled in Perez v. Sharp case that banning interracial marriage was in fact unconstitutional. California was the first state to ban anti-miscegenation laws, and the Lovings cited this for their case. The Lovings used the fact that black men were fighting for this. They used it to win their case. Loving cited this for their case. Cohen and Hertzschop argued that the anti-miscegenation laws violated due process and equal protection because racial segregation was at its heart. So they were losing until they said, hey, let's go pull up that 1948 case where black men were fighting to marry a white woman and won. Let's go use that law to pass this one. Yeah, black men are liars. They of course they're gonna lie. Look at their history of treason. But they'll tell you that it's your big purses and your loud attitudes. You were in Jim Crow, and black men were fighting the Supreme Court for white women. I'm going to put this in the chat box too, because I want y'all to use this whenever they mention Loving versus Virginia. The reason Loving versus Richard Loving won is because black men were doing it first. That's why Richard Loving won, because black men had a history of doing it. And that's because they raggedy. Just saying, meanwhile, Loving was a white man trying to marry a white woman's biracial daughter. Exactly. Here, let me put this link in here because I'm going to need y'all to use this. Whenever they mention Loving versus Virginia, tell them Richard Loving wouldn't have won had it not been for a black man in California who did it first. Black women should embrace that Loving versus Virginia law. Yeah, they should. Yeah, they actually should. What black women should not do is elevate black men, put them on a pedestal and say, oh, well, there are preferences. Oh, well, they're kings and they're warriors and they were fighting for us. Okay, are they fighting now? You see right now they're not fighting. You see right now that they're laying down and taking it. Yeah, Trump is their zaddy and all of them are running cyber slurping and some of them literally slurping and sucking up Donald Trump. Just on their knees, gobbling down white dick and balls. That's what they do. I want to shift gears though because Diddy has 2 more people added to his indictment. So Diddy got 2 more people added to the indictment. This is just what he has. Prosecutors filed an expanded indictment against Diddy in which they accuse him of coercing 2 additional women into commercial sex acts and of dangling a woman over an apartment balcony. I want to say black men are the devil, but based on how they portray Lucifer in the show, I'm going to go out on a limb and say even the devil is nicer than black men. Actually, if men in general, especially black men, acted like Lucifer in the show, we wouldn't have a problem. We wouldn't have a problem. I didn't watch The Fall of Diddy. I'm going to watch it tonight. I wanted to make sure I watched it tonight. I wanted to make sure I watched it. But something tells me that black men are actually worse than the devil. Something actually tells me that the devil has a code of conduct and black men don't. Of course, Diddy's legal team is saying he innocent even if he ain't. But his trial is in May. His trial is in May, so he got 2 more victims. In addition to Dawn Richards and Day 26 coming out, in addition to both of them, he just had more people. But let me show y'all how unhinged these males are before I get off here, because I'm actually about to. I'm about to get off of here. You should only be with your lineage or trial. Procreating with these other lineages makes you lose your inheritance in favor of theirs. Ezra, let me tell y'all something. Don't come in here putting Bible verses. Don't. And I'm going to say this. I am not a Christian. Please do not come in here putting Bible verses. Don't assume that everybody believes in the Bible just because you do. Please stop thinking that everybody believes in the Bible just because you do. So I'm trying to ask as nicely and respectfully as I can. Do not come in here talking about the Bible, referencing Christianity, or putting any Bible verses in my comment. Please just don't do it. Oh, Miss Winnie. Okay, here, let me look. Because you're right. What did you say it said again? Because I'm looking and I'm not seeing it. I see a short clip, but this is from Pop the Balloon, so I don't think you sent this, because this is from Pop the Balloon. Oh, video review. Okay, let me just type it in there then. Video for review. No, I don't see anything in that. Where did you send it? Because I don't see anything in here from 2025 that says video review. So let me put the other part in there and see. Because I don't see anything with that in there. Link to research. Yeah, I don't have anything like that in my inbox. Not from this year, I don't. Maybe check the spam. Okay, let me see. Yeah, because it would have came up when I typed it in search. If it was in spam, it would have came up. It would have came up. Oh, here it is. Actually, it was right in. It was right in there. You're right. Okay. What is the minute mark? Minute mark, because this video is too long for us to go over it. It's 38 minutes long. You have it on the 33-minute mark. Let me see.
Needed to find other options. Here we go. White indentured servitude was never certain or predictable. For upward of 70 years, it had been the dominant source of labor, but it was self-limiting. The treatment of European servants was subject to criticism abroad, and economic and social developments in Britain soon diminished the supply. White servants were products of European cultural values, and many knew that certain laws protected them in their servitude, even if they happened to be convicts. In the latter part of the 17th century, 1600s, the number of newly arriving indentured servants began to diminish, in part because of a general population decline in England and the opening of new job opportunities in the homeland. They were never again significant as a labor pool in the exploitation of the colonies, either in the West Indies or on the mainland North America. The advantages of African labor over that of either the Indians or the Irish were very obvious to English plantation owners by the mid-17th century, as they had been earlier to the Spanish and Portuguese. The supply of African slaves increased to meet a growing demand for labor, and the cost to the planters of purchasing a slave for life soon fell below the cost of a European servant. Perhaps more striking, as revealed in the records of the early West Indian planters themselves, was that the Africans initially were considered a civilized and relatively docile population whose members had knowledge of and experience with tropical cultivation and were accustomed to discipline, one of the hallmarks of civilized behavior, as well as working cooperatively in groups. And so they weren't as wild as the...
So black men were always docile, basically. Because I don't think they was just talking about black women being docile. They said there was a group of docile people. Meaning it was easy to get black men into slavery because they were docile. Yeah, being docile is not a flex. That means you weak, and that's why your weak ass got put where you were. And they're still weak. They couldn't control the Irish. They rebelled more. Yeah, no, they couldn't. You said, Nas said, oh, I missed a comment. Where did it go? Yeah, I don't know what happened to your thing. I don't see it anywhere anymore. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, you say he's not lying. I learned that during my studies of Jamestown, Virginia. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that black men are docile. It's obvious. They are the weaker males on the planet. They just are. And I don't think it's because their blackness. I don't know what it's because of, but what I do know is black men are the weakest men on the planet. I know they've been proven to be the weakest men on the planet. That I do know. And that I know for a fact. Black men are absolutely the weakest males on the planet. And they can try to figure out why, they can put up an argument, but at the end of the day, they're still the weakest males on the planet. And that's why they are the only ones who've had the circumstances that they have. They are literally the only ones who have been enslaved and dominated to this extent. They're the only ones. And you don't become the most dominated and subjugated group on the planet by being strong alpha males. That's not how you get there. That's not how you get that way. The way you become the most dominated male on the planet is only if you're weak and docile. That's the only way that can be accomplished, is if you are weak and docile. That's it. And that's all. There's no other way around that. Black men are not strong. They're not alphas. They can't beat out their competition. They're lacking in every quality that is needed to be a leader. They do have physical strength advantage, though. They do have a physical strength advantage, but they don't have an advantage anywhere else. It just is what it is. And we need to understand that. Any clear person, listen, black men have been dominated by everybody. And again, I'm going to say it's not because they're the most warrior type males. It's because they're the weakest. And black women are about to really, really see, unless they ignore it, you're about to really see exactly how weak and cowardly these males are. Watch how weak and cowardly they are. You already see it now. They just sitting up. They ain't doing nothing. Ain't no Christian pastor even said nothing about the fact that all of your rights have been removed, and racism is now free and open. You're not in a post-racial society. You're in a society that allows and celebrates racism, that operates on racism. This is an evil in this country that has not been purged, has not been dealt with. It simply had a Band-Aid put over it, and somebody just ripped the Band-Aid off. And now is gloves off in terms of racism. So Black women, you need to think very strategically of what you're going to do to protect yourself, because I can assure you these bandits is going to do exactly what they've been doing, which is cowering. But I'm about to get off of here, y'all. I need to go eat me some food. I got to pee and I'm starving. Yeah, this is a nasty evil that has not been dealt with. It hasn't been dealt with. It hasn't. And because it hasn't been dealt with, we still dealing with it. But anyway, y'all, I'm jumping off of here. I am. I gotta go. I will see y'all later. Bye.